So I bought a new car. Some of you may have seen on my Facebook or Instagram that I like a picture of a car on the back of my truck, and I coloured it in with my shitty finger and whatever, and then put a question mark in it. And I said, guess what this is? And there was all sorts of answers. Volvos, Magnas, SLR 5000 Tiranas, as if I could afford one of them. XY, XW, Falcons, there's a lot. VL, VK, Commodores, Firebirds. I already have a Camaro that's sitting out there because I don't have anything else to drive because everything's broken. So I'm driving my Camaro. But I didn't buy another one. I didn't buy another Firebird or Pontiac or anything. Spoiler alert. And anyway, so there's a lot of guesses. Some people nailed it, some people didn't. But yeah, the car I bought, anyone that knows me personally from the area, or if you just know me, you've probably heard me talk about these cars a little bit, and that I've always wanted one, and I never had one because I'm never in the position, and now I'm sort of in the position to own it, and so I bought one. Not that they're an expensive car by all means. They're a bloody bit of it. Could be maybe considered a turd. I don't know. This could cost me some followers, this car. There's actually a few people on there that said that they're going to unfollow me if I have bought a Holden, which you're bloody being a bit ridiculous, because I did consider a Holden. I'm not, so that's the thing, people think, because I've got my Fords and stuff, I'm like, it's just Fords and Fords only. No, anything except Volvos and Magnas. People commented on there. No, I ain't no bloody Ovlov lover. But yeah, I like my Fords, I like Holdens. I have my reasons why I like either like Ford. I prefer Ford, obviously, over Holden. And that's for my own reason. I ain't going to get into it because then everyone's going to carry on about all the Ford Holden shit, which you all need to get over it because that's all we had. We had Fords in Australia and Holdens, and now we have none. And it disappoints me. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not getting into an argument. I love them both. And also, I do have a Holden. I have a bloody HQ ute sitting in the shed at my mum and dad's house that I spent a house deposit on, and it still doesn't go. I had it since I was a kid. Might do some future stuff on it. Anyway, I might do a bit on it later. But yes, I have a Holden. I have all sorts of shit. Don't be racist. But anyway, back to this one. Yeah, this is my car. And I'm going to stop talking and zoom you out, mate. Look at this. Boom. How cool is it? It is a 1992 DC LTD. Ford DC LTD, which is what this is. So it's a LT and then a D on the end is what me bloody hood ornament there says. Because it has a hood ornament. How cool is it? I wanted one of these forever. When I was a kid, my mum and dad had one. They had two. They had a blue one, which had the old six-banger in it, and they had a maroon one, which had the old six-banger in it. And it was just looking back, like that was probably one of the coolest car that my mum and dad owned as a kid. You know, like have cars as kids as you grow up. And anyway, I bought one. I looked at some more expensive cars like an SS. I looked at an FG XR6 Turbo. I even looked at a Porsche Cayenne, if that's even how you say it. That like the territory model of the Porsches and stuff. Always liked them. Went and looked at one. Anyway, so I bought this, and I'm glad I did. This is a far better decision because it's something I've always wanted. And it's cool as shit. Look at it. Well, I'm going to give you a tour, but first, I'm going to step out of the screen so you can appreciate its beauty. It's very low in the front because the tyres are flat in the front. They went flat overnight. Then I tried to pump them up, and of course, they're falling off the bloody bead. And I can't pump them up. But look at this, mate. Oh, God. 302 Windsor, fuel-injected 5-litre V8. Is it fast? No. No, it's not fast. Is it cool? Yes. Low and slow, mate. You want to be careful. See me cruise around town in the old land yacht. It's cool as shit. Johnny Howard himself would have sat in the back of this car, I reckon. Look, anyway, it's got the V8 in it. First motor I ever rebuilt when I was a kid. I was 14 years old. I rebuilt a 302 Windsor. That's what Mr. Mullet used to have in it. It had all the Windsors and shit back in the day. First love. That is, people might think the Barrows are my favourite engine. That engine right there is my very favourite engine ever. Are they fast? No. Can you get a whole heap of power out of them? Maybe. Jake Myers did in Sicko. But I doubt his motor was ever in a friggin' LTD bloody Ford. But yeah, this is low and slow is the idea. It's my all-time favourite engine, and I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to be telling everyone that because that's exactly what it is. It's just cool as. It mightn't be the best, and Ford, Holden, all that shit again, Chev, whatever. Favourite engine, don't talk to me about it. I'm going to tell you about it, and you can't argue with me because it's just my own opinion. But I'm going to get the camera now, and I'll put this bloody power tune dash away before I drop it. I just couldn't find... Oh, shit. Well, no warranty on that. Anyway, I couldn't find a cool mic, so I had to click this on here. Got my torch out, and I'll take this for the grand tour. Just don't mind the mess. I'm the only one that works here anymore, and I haven't had a chance to clean up. But I had to get this off the truck in a hurry yesterday because Dad needed it to carry some seats out of his boat around. So anyway, look. Righto there, mate. Look at that. Pulled it out of the barn. I'll put some photos in. Probably right here, actually. I'll put them in now. Anyway, so that's what it was like yesterday. I went out and looked at it after the burnouts at Rally. I didn't enter. I was just there for fun. And Dad said, he rang about the car and whatever. So then we hightailed it out there. And I bought it. It was in his shed for a bloody long time, and like he would get it out and wash it occasionally and do the shampooing and stuff. And well, it hasn't run in years. Like it's been sitting a long time. And I'm currently when we get to the back, I'll show you what I'm doing there. But like I'm organising a fuel pump. Yeah, that's it, mate. 302 wins. It's even got the engine cover, mate. The bloody cast, I think. Bloody engine cover, it's all there, everything's there. This is an entirely original motor car. But anyway, I'll show you around the car to start with. It's a beauty, mate. Look at this. Because it's an LTD, don't mind, I'll talk about that in a minute. But there's an LTD thing there, the badge. It has every imaginable bloody top of the line accessory thing that Ford had back in the day. Even had, because it's got the wing. Not a big fan of it, but I like it because it's original. And mind you, I'm not like a big original, got to keep it standard guy, but it's, it's cool. But I open the door up, and we look inside, and I'll turn on my light. They wake the rats up. But yeah, look, the old lounge chair, mate. I'm going to have to run some bloody conditionizer over them before I can sit in them. But yeah, that is my car. Don't know how many Ks are on it, because I forgot to look. But yeah, headlining's starting to sag. If that's okay, we'll fix that. I open the back door. Not a drop of rust in this thing. Usually when you buy one of these bloody things, all they're good for is watching them rust. And you can like hear them rust. There's like, you can't hear this one. But yeah, usually you can hear them rust because they're a rust bucket. But this one is not, because it's been looked after in its shed and not just like sort of just sat there. It's actually been washed and stuff. There's no rust in it, believe it or not. Not nowhere, not even around the boot, seals, nothing. This car, if it went, you could put red gel on it. I could do a blue slip and drive it. That's how bloody good it is. But it doesn't go. But yeah, anyway, look, that made all the room in the back seat. Riley and Macy are going to love getting picked up in this bloody thing from school. I doubt it. But look, LTD. Yeah. Apparently, rats got into it at some point and chewed a hole in the seat. So if you've got any original LTD seats, I'd appreciate it. The same colour. If anyone's wrecking one, I'm obviously going to need some bits and pieces. Because you don't get away scot-free when you buy these sort of vehicles. Like that bumper. Someone's backed into something at some point. That's actually all, if you lean on it, that actually pushes in and that, so it's a bit stretched. Yeah, so I need a rear bumper. If anyone nose of one. But look at this, mate. It's even got the chrome bloody things. We're not a big fan of them, but on a black one, it actually, I reckon it suits it. Yeah. Anyway. The boot. So before yesterday, this was actually like nice and like normal, like how it should look. But because it's got no fuel or a fuel pump that actually works, because it's down in there. Don't mind that. That's me pretend one to like pump some shit out of the tank. But this is my fuel pump. And it's all gross, so I've got to get a new one. It's in the works. But in that tank, there is a whole heap of sludge in the bottom of it. So I've been cleaning that out. I went and got some fresh fuel and I put it in there and then running around there with the paintbrush, did nothing. Then I sat here with a razor blade and like scraped it out and then wiped it on a rag and kept scraping. But yeah, that's going to be a headache. Put some fuel in there for now, some good fuel, and I'll just let it sit overnight and hopefully I can just suck it out tomorrow. But the sludge that's there shouldn't be there, but it's probably not going to go anywhere either. But yeah, I think it's just, that's it there. If you can see, that's the shit that come out of the tank, which I think is just, it's just that, you know, when fuel sits for a long time, it just gets like the shit. I don't know. I don't know. It's good. I think there's a bit of plastic from the tank that's gone a bit gross, or it could be all the rubber in the like the fuel pump and stuff around there, like the little thing. I don't know. It could be anything. But anyway, so I'm in the middle of sorting that out. Fuel pump in the works. I can't really show you up this side because there's a truck in the road. But anyway, that's my car. I give you the quick, or the not so quick run around. It is bloody awesome. I'm stoked to have it. I always wanted one. I finally got one. So I'll get some new tyres and stuff for it because you can't trust tyres that are that old. But yeah, there's a bit to do to this. Anyway, that is my new car for everyone that kept asking. And I put the post out there because of course I was going to do this video on it. But that's it, mate. She's cool as buggery. A lot to do to it. As good as it is, cars that sit for a long time like this, like old cars, they require a bit of attention. Not necessarily because I have to, but because I want it for my own peace of mind. I want to be driving this car. If I want to go to Brisbane, I want to get in and drive it. If I'm going to Sydney, I want to get it and drive it. This is my car. I haven't got any other car. I've got the Camaro, I've got the Vauxhall. They're the two registered ones. The burnout car, that's not allowed to drive there on the road. You get booked, like I did. And a HQ at home that no one knows about. But yeah, that's my cars. I don't have a car newer than 2002, I suppose. I don't have a registered car newer than currently 85, but as soon as this one's blue slipped, 92. So the idea behind buying this car, or an old car, is because I know I can fix them and I can keep them on the road. As a mechanic, I'm a mechanic. A lot of people are going to probably judge me for this and carry on and whatever, but I personally do not like new cars. There is not one new car on the market that I own, personally. They're all, to me, a heap of shit. I'd have them as long as I had warranty on them and don't touch it, but after then, I just don't like new cars. Even BA Falcons and stuff. I love me BA Falcons, but I know there's a rattle in it. Better pull the diff cradle out of it and fix it. Like diff bushes and all this different stuff. It's just a headache. Whereas this, worst case scenario, if the injection, like ECU or anything, completely buggers out, you got other options. I'll put a Haltech in it, put a carburetor on it, I can put bloody anything on it. Pollution probably wouldn't like that too much, but there's still options there to keep this car on the road. And to work on them, it's not like a big, massive headache. Oh no, my rear bloody diff is moving around a bit. We'll just replace the trailing arm. You can buy trailing arms with bushes in them, and bang, bing, bang, boom, done. Done heaps of them. Ball joints, easy, all that stuff. These are not that hard to keep on the road. They're cheap, they're cool as shit, and it's just what I wanted to do. I don't like new cars, don't like diesels, I don't like any of that. I like this older sort of stuff. because of who I am, I can get around it. That was the idea. That was why I bought it. Yeah, that's what I did. So there you have it. If you don't like it, you can get stuffed. I love it. I'm all over it. I'm bloody jibber-jabbering on now, and I'm talking too much, so I've got to go. And Jasmine's calling me. So I'll see you later. Goodbye.